Good day everyone, especially to our truly respected Prof. Dr. Norberto Victor Rayupa. I am Hanami Gamayo and let's have a brief recap of my agenda from the last meeting. So there, we have an introduction to human resource management, the management process, the importance of human resource management to all managers, the difference of line and staff manager, responsibilities of line manager, the 6 human resource specialists, and the scope of human resource management system. And now, this is the continuation of our topic to introduction of human resource management. May I now call Mr. Jake Gutwal as the second presenter.
Next is all about the trends shaping human resource management. Workforce demographics and diversity trends. These trends are changing how employers get the human resource management task done. And sa trends na to is naka-include po dito yung workforce demographic trend, trends in jobs too, technological trends, globalization trends, and economic trends. First, demographic trends. Between 1992 and 2024, ang percentage ng workforce sa US Department of Labor classified as white will drop to 85% to 77.7% at the same time, at ang minority population naman nila sa workforce ay mas lumalaki pa. And yung percentage naman ng mga younger workers will fall while those over 55 will about double from 11.8% of the workforce in 1992 to 24.9% in 2024. Next, trends in jobs do. There are three big trends in job people do. So first is service, second is contractor, and last is high-tech. So service work has shifted from the manufacturing to service. Today, over 2/3 of the US workforce is employed in producing and delivering service, not products. So sa contractors, isa companies like Uber and Upwork, most worker and employees at all, they are freelancer and independent contract workers who work then they can or what they want to work on when they are needed. And last, high-tech is more jobs are becoming high-techs. Jobs like engineer always emphasize knowledge and educations. The big change now is that even traditional manufacturing jobs like assembler and increasingly high-tech. Third, technology trends. Technology is changing human resource management in two main ways. So, first is nature of jobs. Technological change is affecting the nature of jobs. Even manufacturing, a computer helps employees control their machines or communicate data. Second, technology is changing how employers get human resource management tasks done. Companies are designing mobile apps to deliver human resource management services, and some are using artificial intelligence. So support globalization trends. So globalization refers to the increasing interconnectedness and integration of economies, cultures, and societies worldwide. It involved the free flow of goods, services, capital, informations, and people across national borders. Driven by the advancement in technology and trade, globalization creates opportunities for businesses of access new markets, foster cultural exchange, facilitates social mobility, and promotes international cooperations. However, it also presents challenge related to cultural homogenization, social inequality, and political tension. Last is economic trends. Economic trends in HRM refer to how change in the economy, such as fluctuations in GPT and unemployment rates and inflations, affect how organizations manage their human resources. This includes decisions related to hiring, compensation, training, and other HR practices, which are influenced by the prevailing economic conditions.
Good day everyone, I'm Dennis Hentia and I'm here to present the important components of today's new human resource management. Brief history of personal human resource management. Personal management is not new. Ancient armies and organized efforts always required attracting, selecting, training, motivating workers. But personal tasks like these were mostly just part of every manager's job. something that lasted in most countries until the late 1800s. Nung 1800s kasi guys, doon wala pang personal management. So, yung mga tao, din na alam kung saan nila ilalagay yung mga empleyado nila. Kasi sa factory, syempre maraming manggagawa, ganyan. Pero syempre nag-overpopulate na. So, hindi nila alam kung saan ilalagay yung mga empleyado. Hindi nagtagal, nagkaroon sila ng mga welfare offices. Then, doon sa welfare offices, syempre sila yung nag-handle nung well-being and safety ng mga workers nila. Then in 1900s, and by 1900, employers set up the first hiring offices, training programs, and factory schools. Personal management had begun. So dito pa lang magsisimula yung personal management kasi noong 1900 pa lang nagkaroon ng hiring offices. Dito, mas natuto na at alam na nila kung paano mamili ng mga empleyadong tama at kung paano nila ito-train to para maging competitive. Maging competitive at ma-reach nila yung goal nila. So, today economic and demographic trends recall the aging population, for instance, make finding, hiring, and motivating employees more challenging, while at the same time, more high-tech job means employers must excel at managing employees' knowledge, skills, and expertise, human capital. So, dito naman, syempre, ngayon, ito na yung pinaka-challenge ng isang HR. Of course, yung aging population, syempre ang aging population makes finding skilled workers harder. So, syempre, mahirap na kasing mag-adjust syempre. Hindi lahat ng, of course, yung mga aged people ay pwedeng mag-adjust ngayon. Lalo na't high-tech tayo ngayon. Of course, so, nakabase tayo sa technology. Pag-hire, lahat ng ginagawa ng HR ay may ng technology. So, syempre, yung technology ay yung bagong human resource management. The new human resource management is one component that builds up in 6 pillars, of course. So, let's proceed. 6 pillars of new human resource management. First one is distributed human resource. Next is strategic human resource management. Next is performance. Fourth is sustainability. Fifth is employee engagement. And the last one is ethics. Okay, distributed human resource management. Digital and social media tools are changing how people look for jobs and how companies recruit, retain, pay, and train employees. In doing so, they've created, in a sense, a new human resource management. Okay, dito guys, na example na lang dito yung Living Social, which is an online market sa ibang bansa, na kung saan gumagamit sila ng isang app which is called Ripple, na dito yung mga employee nila ay nagko-comment in each other work. So yung mga comment na matatanggap nila, mga comment about sa mga kapwa employee nila, mga employee, mga kapwa workers, ito na yung nagiging formal performance appraisal. So dito, employees appraisal. So dito, ang focus na lang ng HR, ang gagawin ng HR ay yung gumawa ng mga training program, okay, yung mag-strategize kung paano mas magiging okay pa yung pag-manage nila yung mga empleyado nila. Syempre may mga comments, so paano pa kunyari yung isang employee ay sa mga comment hindi siya okay sa work na ginagawa niya. So mag-iisip na yung HR ngayon kung paano na lang mas yung empleyado na paano maging motivate at paano maging effective do sa work niya. Kung paano yung employee magagawa niya yung work ng tama. Thanks to technologies like social media and cloud computing, more human resource management tasks are being redistributed from a central HR department to the company's employees and line managers. So dito nga, syempre, yun, kagaya sinabi ko, syempre yung sa ganung paraan, wala nang gagawin yung mga empleyado. Wala nang gagawin yung mga HR. So mga empleyado na lang ang gagawa, yung mga manager. Kasi magko-comment lang. So yung comment nanggagaling na sa HR. So sa empleyado. So dun pa lang, so nadidistribute yung mga task ng HR. Syempre dapat ang HR ang gagawa nun. Pero dahil nga sa technology, nadidistribute nila yon sa managers at sa mga employees. And example pa ng isang technology ang ginagamit ngayon ay yung LinkedIn, kung saan dito na nag-a-apply ng trabaho yung mga tao. Nang mas madali kasi dito rin nakikita ng mga tao yung background ng isang company. Okay, yung mga kung ano yung salary rate, yung mga ganyan. So yun. Next is the strategic human resource management. Okay, it means formulating and executing human resource policies and practices that produce the employee competencies and behaviors the company needs to achieve its strategic aims. Of course, dito, guys, as it said, so dito, kung paano nagpo-formulate at ini-execute lang yung strategy ng isang HRM, syempre ng isang human resource. Okay, para maabot yung mga strategic aims nila. So dito, susundin lang natin yung tatlong step to. 3-step sequence, which is the first, set the firm's strategic aims. Second, pinpoint employee behaviors and skills we need to achieve these strategic aims. Third, decide what HR policies and practices will enable us to produce these employees' behaviors and skills. So example natin dito is tong Building LL Bean. LL Bean is an American privately held retail company that was founded in 1912 by Leon Wood Bean. So the heart of LL Bean's strategy has always been offering great outdoor equipment with outstanding service and expert advice. So dito, syempre makikita natin yung pinaka-unang agad sa 3-step sequence. Of course, yung set the firm's strategic aims. So yung aim ng LL Bean nung nagsisimula pa lang sila ay mag-offer ng great outdoor equipment at outstanding service and expert advice. So doon sumikat na sila. Syempre ngayon sikat na sila. Pero dati syempre yun yung pinaka-aim nila. So and customers spread the word of LL Bean's quality and service. LL Bean is looking for special employees, innovative professionals with a love for the outdoors, a commitment to service, and a shared excitement for the future. So dito makikita natin yung pangalawang step do sa 3-step sequence, which the pinpoint the employee behaviors and skills we need to achieve these strategic aims. So para maabot nila yung maabot nila yung strategic aim nila, which is mag-offer ng great outdoor equipment, tsaka yung sa outstanding services, expert advice. Syempre kailangan nila ng yung mga workers na syempre gusto rin yung mga outdoor activities. So dito syempre kailangan marunong maging professional syempre sa trabaho, di mawawala yun. And dapat may love dun yung worker. Syempre love yung mga outdoor activities para makapag-offer ng mga advice dun sa mga customer na darating. So dito sa susunod naman yung last do sa 3-step sequence, which is the decide what HR policies and practices will enable us to produce these employee behaviors and skills. So dito may kita natin na LL Bean offers an outdoors-oriented work environment and competitive pay and benefits that include outdoor clubs, sporting equipment to borrow, and outdoor courses and tours. So dito pa lang, may kita natin kung anong produce na HR strategy. Syempre. So dito, bukod sa mga sa sahod, meron pa silang benefits na yung outdoor clubs, sporting equipment to borrow, and outdoor courses to tours. So dito, syempre, pag nagkaroon ng mga marami pang experience yung mga worker nila sa mga outdoor clubs, then kapag syempre makapag-advise din sila sa mga customer ng mas effective, syempre. So dito, yung sa sporting equipment to borrow, syempre kung yung mismong employee na nagagamit yung mismong product nila din, then bibigay nila kung sa customer, mabibigay nila yung pinaka recommended, yung pinaka effective do sa outdoor activities na gagawin ng isang customer. So yun yung strategic human resource management. Next is the performance. Employers also expect human resource management to spearhead employee performance improvement efforts. So dito meron tayong tatlong levers. Okay, HR department lever, employee cost lever, and strategic results lever. So yung first HR the HR manager ensures that the human resource management functions delivering service efficiently. So example nito is yung HR department na nag-implement ng applicant tracking system. So dito syempre yung ATS or yung applicant tracking system, mas pinapabilis na yung trabaho ng isang HR. Syempre, this allows them to automate parts of the recruitment process, then making it faster and more efficient. Syempre, do sa mga qualified, para makahanap ng qualified candidates. Then second is the employee cost lever. Sa employee cost lever naman the HR manager plays a key role in advising top management on how many staff the company needs. So dito syempre sila yung nagsasabi sa company kung ilang tao lang yung kailangan. Ilang tao lang kailangan doon sa isang project, yung mga ganun. Ilang tao lang kailangan mismo ng company. Then sila rin responsible na mag-set ng mga o mag-manage ng business salary, bonus, tsaka yung mga benefits programs. Then dito, example dito ay yung kunyari yung HR i-recommend sa company na mag-offer ng competitive salaries and bonuses para mag-attract at mag-retain ng mga top talent na mga employee syempre. So yun. Syempre, yun na yun, pinaka-employee cost lever na yun. So, parang gumagastos sila para makapag-retain at attract ng isang top talent na worker. Third is the strategic results lever. Here, the HR manager puts in place the policies and practices that produce the employee competencies and skills the company needs to achieve its strategic goals. Okay, so ito katulad lang sa yung sa LLB, kung anong ginawa nila para ma-achieve nila yung goal nila, strategic aims nila. Yun na mismo yung strategic results lever. So next is the sustainability. Companies' efforts should be sustainable, by which they mean judge not just on profits but also on their environmental social performance as well. So dito, imagine na lang two companies na isang cheap company and sustainable company. Si cheap company, gumagawa sila ng sapatos with bad materials and polluting factories. Okay, and syempre baka hindi rin nila tinitreat ng maayos yung mga workers nila. So, nakakabenta sila ng maraming sapatos, pero nasasaktan nila yung mismong planeta natin, okay, yung environment natin, tsaka yung mga workers. Ito naman si sustainable company, gumagawa sa sapatos gamit ang mga recycled materials, then uses clean energy, tapos tinatrato pa nila ng tama yung mga workers nila. So dito, mas mahal yung mga sapatos, pero syempre mas better naman sa environment at sa mga worker nila. Tinitreat nila ng fair yung mga worker nila. So kaya syempre people who care about sustainability will choose the second company. Of course, hindi pwedeng puro income lang. Doon natin titignan titignan yung isang company para doon na tayo mag-base na successful yung isang company pag marami silang income. Pero hindi. Kailangan sustainable din sila. Next is the employee engagement. Refers to being psychologically involved in, connected to, and committed to getting one's job done. So dito, parang nag-implement, kunyari, ito, example na lang, nag-implement yung isang company ng isang software system, okay? So, dito, maraming employees yung nahihirapan, syempre, nagkakaroon ng anxiety about dun sa kasi nahihirapan silang matutunan yung yung mismong system at nakakasira mismo doon sa pagtatrabaho nila. Parang nakakatagal yung ganun. So dito, syempre ang dapat gawin ng HR, syempre communication. Kailangan niyang kausapin. Syempre kailangan niyang mag-set ng isang information session kung saan tuturo dito kung paano gamitin yung bagong system, kung anong benefits, kung paano makakatulong sa trabaho nila syempre. Then second one, syempre dapat niyang gawin is yung maging open. Pagkatapos ay magkaroon ng open forum para sa mga anxiety sa bato sa new system nga. So, syempre dito, mararamdaman ng isang empleyado na pag ganito kasi yung ginawa ng isang HR, mararamdaman ng empleyado na mahalaga sila. Okay? So, doon makakabuo ng trust, ng tiwala, syempre sa isa't isa, na hindi sila papabayaan mismo ng company at ng mga HR nila. So, yun. Next is ethics. Means the standard someone uses to decide what his or her conduct should be. So dito, for example na lang is kunyari, may isang HR manager na kilala siya sa pagiging great strategies at kilala sa pagiging pag-keep ng company profitable. Okay. So kaso na-achieve to ni manager na by pressuring his employees syempre to work long hours and sinisigawan niya rin pag nagkakamali. Tapos dito syempre ethics come into play. Okay? Mahalaga din yung pagiging profitable ng isang company, pero syempre dapat yung pagtrato ng kasi yung pagtrato niya sa mga employee niya, it goes against ethical standards. So syempre unethical managers would strive for success while ensuring of course a fair and respectful environment for employees syempre. Yun ang mismo example niya.
The new human resource manager. The new human resource manager refers to the evolving role of HR and professionals in response to change in the business landscape, technological advancement, and shifts in workforce dynamics. Traditionally, HR managers focus primarily on administrative tasks such as requirement, payroll, processing, and employee relations. However, in the modern business environment, the role of HR has expanded to encompass strategic function that contribute to organizational success and employee well-being. So, HR Manager Certification. An HR Manager Certification is a professional credential obtained by individuals in the field of human resource management. It signifies that the individual has met specific requirements such as educations, work experience, and passing an examinations to demonstrate their expertise and competence in various HR areas. This certification offered by organizations like HRCI or SHRM validate an HR manager's skills and requirements, employee relations, compliance, and strategic HR planning, enhancing their credibility and career opportunities in the field. HR and managers' human resource philosophy refers to managers' belief and principles regarding the management of people within their organization. It encompasses their approach to recruiting, developing, motivating, and managing employees to achieve organizational objectives. This philosophy guides managerial decision and actions related to various HR functions and influences organizational culture and employee engagement.
So next is equal employment opportunity in the Philippines. So in the Philippines, the framework for equal employment opportunity is established under various laws and regulations aimed at prohibiting discrimination in employment and promoting equality. So next slide. So let us define what is the Labor Code of the Philippines. So Labor Code of the Philippines is officially known as Presidential Decree number 442. So it is the primary legislation governing labor and employment practices in the Philippines. It is enacted in year of 1974 during the regime of the late President Ferdinand Marcos. The Labor Code covers a wide range of topics related to employment, working conditions, labor standards, and industrial relations. So, yung Labor Code of the Philippines, it serves as the foundation for labor and employment regulation in the country. Ini-ensure na merong napoprotektahan yung rights ng bawat employees and ng bawat workers. Next is Anti-Sexual Harassment Act. It was enacted on February 14, 1995. The law defines sexual harassment and establishes mechanism for preventing and addressing incidents of harassment. So, dito nagka-create ng safe and respectful environment free from sexual harassment in the workplace and in the educational institutions. So, it promotes gender equality and dignity in society. So, next slide is Magna Carta for Disabled Person, Republic Act Number 7277 as amended by Republic Act Number 9442. It is a Philippine law aimed at promoting and protecting the rights and welfare of persons with disabilities. So, itong Magna Carta for Disabled Person, nag-aim sila to empower the PWDs and nag-create sila ng inclusive and barrier-free from society where individual na lahat ng mga may mga disabilities can fully participate and contribute to the nation building. So next is Anti-Discrimination in Employment Act. So this law prohibits discrimination against individuals on the basis of age in various aspects of employment, including hiring, promotion, training, compensation, and termination. So itong Anti-Age Discrimination Act naman nagpo-promote ng fairness and equality, ensuring na lahat ng individuals, ng lahat ng may mga edad na have equal opportunities for employment. So, in-encourage nito na yung mga employers mag-a-assist sa mga candidates pa rin based on their qualifications, skills, and abilities rather dun sa kanilang edad. Next slide is Safe Space Act. So, the Safe Space Act, officially known as Republic Act Number 11313, is a Philippine law aimed at preventing gender-based sexual harassment in public spaces and online platforms. So, etong Safe Space Act naman, nagka-create sila ng safe and inclusive environments na kung saan lahat pwedeng makipag-participate sa mga public activities without fear of harassment or fear on discrimination, ensuring that the public spaces are accessible and welcoming to all members of society. And the last one is the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act. It is a Philippine law aimed at recognizing and protecting the rights of indigenous people or indigenous cultural communities in the country. So, etong law na to, nag-recognize sila na and nagpo-promote ng rights sa mga indigenous people, including na yung rights nila related sa employment and participation when it comes to decision making. So, it address historical injustices, promote social justice and equity, and empower indigenous people to preserve their cultural heritage, achieve sustainable development. So, sila yung mga ethno-linguistic group, yung mga Igorot, Mangyan, Ita. Ayan. So, next slide, merong mga significant implication tong equal employment opportunity when it comes to interviewing, selecting employees, and evaluating performance in the workplace. So, as you can see, we have there first, interviewing. So, equal employment opportunity laws impact the interviewing processes by prohibiting discrimination based on protected characteristics such as yung kanilang age, gender, race, religion, disability, and others. So, during interviews, dapat yung employer employers, ini-ensure lang nila na yung questions are only job related and do not inquire about factors that could lead to discriminatory practices. So, halimbawa, yung mga pagtatanong ng mga sa candidates about sa kanilang marital status, plans for starting a family, or yung kanilang religious beliefs, may violate to anti-discrimination laws. So, kailangan yung interviewers mas focus lang sila sa pag-a-assess ng candidates, qualification, skills, and experiences relevant to that job position. Next is selecting employees. So, when selecting employees for hiring or promotion, employers must adhere to equal employment opportunity laws to ensure na merong fair treatment and maiwasan yung mga discrimination. So, this includes using objective criteria and standardized procedure to evaluate candidates' qualifications and competencies. So, selections decisions should be based solely on job-related factors such as yung education nila, experience nila, skills, and performance rather than to their personal characteristics protected by anti-discrimination laws. And last, evaluating performance. So, equal employment opportunity laws also influence the performance evaluation process by requiring fairness, objectivity, and transparency. So, performance evaluation should be based on measurable and should be based on job-related criteria. It is establishing in advance and feedback should be provided to the employees in a constructive manner. So, employers must ensure na yung performance standards are applied consistently across sa lahat ng employees, regardless of their protected characteristics. So, it should not be influenced by biases or stereotypes related nga sa kanilang mga gender, race, age, disabilities, or any other factors protected by anti-discrimination laws. So, yung equal employment opportunity laws have a profound impact pagdating sa interviewing, selecting employees, and evaluating performance in the workplace. By promoting fairness, preventing discrimination, and ensuring na yung employment-related decisions are based on merit and job-related factors. So, yung pagsunod sa mga compliance with these laws is essential for creating inclusive and equitable work environments where yung lahat ng bawat candidates have the opportunity to succeed based on their abilities and based on their qualifications.
Diversity management. Diversity management. So, diversity means being diverse or varied, and at work means having a workforce composed of two or more group of employees with various racial, ethnic, gender, cultural, national origin, handicap, age, and religious backgrounds. Okay, basically guys, it means na isang team kung saan hindi pare-pareho yung mga miyembro. Okay, ito sa variety of people with different experiences and perspectives. Okay, yung benefits ng pagkakaroon ng diversity workforce, syempre ito sa pagkakaroon din ng better ideas, of course, because of course having and hearing different perspective syempre leads to more creative innovations. Tapos example nito syempre yung kunyari isang team naka-assign silang gumawa ng isang laruan. Of course, kung meron kang diversity workforce, then meron kang miyembro na lumaki sa city, then meron kang miyembro na lumaki sa lansangan. Alam mo 'yun. So dito magkakaroon ka ng different perspectives about sa laruan na syempre ang pagkakalabas nito maganda na mas more attracted and more appealing to sa mga bata. Potential threats to diversity, stereotyping. Here, someone ascribes specific behavioral traits to individuals based on their apparent membership in a group. So, example nito kunyari, may nag-apply. sa isang manager, sa isang company, may nag-apply na 2 applicant. Okay? Yung isa ay tattooin, ano mo yun, maraming tattoo, buong puno ng tattoo yung katawan. Pero qualified siya, talagang nasa kanya lahat ng hinahanap ng position na yun, job position na yun. Then, meron ding isang guy na malinis ang katawan, walang tattoo. Pero, hindi siya ganun ka-qualified. Di siya halos fit dun sa position na hinahanap. Then, ito si HR, mas pinili niya yung walang tattoo kahit hindi siya fit do sa position na yon dahil sa itsura nung ano nung isang empleyado na puno ng tattoo. Iniisip niya na, ay, walang gagawin tong maganda sa ano, baka makadagdag lang sa problema, yung ganon. So dito stereotyping dahil yun nga, hindi niya pinili hindi sila nag-base sa criteria. Siyempre, nag-base sila sa itsura. So, is stereotyping. Next, discrimination means taking specific action toward or against the person based on the person's group. So, dito, person's group, example to, a company might advertise job opening. But only interview, yung interview lang nila yung mga bata lang. Yung mga matanda na hindi na in-interview. So, ito, isang example to ng age discrimination. Yung hindi pagpansin sa mga matatanda, kasi matanda na. Yun iniisip kasi nila. Hindi na kaya. So, next, ethnocentrism is the tendency to view members of other social group less favorably than one's own. So, dito, kunyari lang sa isang basketball game. Ang basketball game, favorite mo isang team, talagang malakas, walang talo, laging nanalo. Yung isang team, laging natatalo. Ito yung team na laging natatalo. Then, yung outcome ng game na yon nung naglaban na sila, natalo yung favorite mong team. Yung lagi nanalo. Natalo sila ng lagi natatalong team. Then, nasa isip mo nun, syempre, ay, wala, tsamba lang yan. Okay, pero kung nanalo dun yung favorite mong team, oo, kasi malakas yung mga player niyan. So, dun pa lang makikita natin na hindi, kapag ganun, hindi ka naniniwala dahil nanalo yung laging talong team. Ang paniniwala, tsamba lang. Hindi ka naniniwala, magaling yung mga player niyan. Alam mo yun, naniniwala ka, tsamba lang. So, yun yung example na ethnocentrism. Next is managing diversity means maximizing diversity's potential benefits while minimizing the potential problems. Diversity management requires both compulsory and voluntary action. Compulsory, guys, ito yung kailangan sundin ng empleyado sa isang company. Voluntary, syempre, kung gusto lang nila. So, dito, kunyari, okay, running shoes ulit. Isang company na gumagawa ng running shoes, their design team is mostly made up of younger men, young men who are interested in running. Then heto pa lang makita tayo ng blind spot syempre na parang hindi na kino-consider yung mga runner na women, mga matatandang mahilig din tumakbo, alam mo yun, mga old age mahilig tumakbo. Syempre yung mga ganun, may iba tayong size ng sapatos. So dito, ano nga ba yung pwedeng gawin nila para ma-maximize nila yung mismong yung blind spot na yon. So dito pwede nilang gawin sa compulsory pwede i-record ng company na magdagdag sa team ng miyembrong babae, then isang over 50 age na miyembro para doon makakuha sila ng new perspectives do sa design process. So voluntary action, yung pwede sila mag-offer ng workshop about sa designing shoes para sa iba't ibang size ng paa, iba't ibang sukat, iba't ibang itsura, yung ganon. Then dito may makakatulong sa isang team para maintindihan yung benefits ng yung pag-consider sa yung mga iba't ibang users. Then para ma-minimize naman yung potential problem nila, kailangan yung company mandatory yung anti-discrimination training para lahat maka-ensure na ma-feel nila yung na-respected sila and valued, syempre. Valued kahit yung background nila iba-iba, kahit kung saan sila nagaling. Dito voluntary action, yung company pwede sila magkaroon ng employee resource group or for women, syempre. Dito makakapag-provide sila ng space sa women para makapag-connect sila and may share nila yung mga experience. Syempre dito they're making sure na yung team nila is made up of different people. Ito yung pag-maximize sa benefits nila. Then we're also creating a culture of inclusion and respect. Naman yung pag-minimize sa ganyan. So yun yung managing diversity. Diversity Management Program, the program's main aim is to make employees more safe to and better able to deal with cultural differences. So dito, may kailangan na tayo sundin. Siyempre, bago mag-training, kailangan tingnan muna kung anong problema po talaga. Kung ano yung mismong problem do sa diversity or inclusion do sa workplace. Siyempre, gagawin ito, kailangan makapag-usap sa mga employee, siyempre. Then next is yun na pag set ng clear goals na. Tanong mo kung anong specific changes yung gusto mo makita. Kunyari, gusto mo makita ng more respectful communication, increased understanding of different backgrounds, yung ganon. Then pag nagkaroon ka ng goal, 5 step para magkang successful diversity management program, provide strong leadership. Okay, kailangan ikaw mismo as a leader, sa'yo nila makikita yung pagiging respectful. Kunyari, yun, respectful communication nga. So, kailangan sa'yo nila makikita yun. Hindi yung bastos ka, tapos gusto mo makita yung empleyado mo respectful. Hindi pwede yun. Kasi ikaw yung leader, ikaw yung susundin nila. So, next, assess situation. Dito, tignan ng company kung how diverse yung mga employee nila. Tignan ng manager pala. Then, syempre, tatrack nila yung kung sino yung pina-fire, kung sino yung na-hire, yung mga ganun. Then, next is provide diversity training and education. Then, dito, syempre, common step ng companies syempre, training. Kailangan mag-provide ng training, ng diversity training. Then, dito, many types of training companies may use understanding unconscious bias, valuing diversity and inclusion, and respectful communication. This teaches respectful communication. This teaches people kung paano mag-communicate effectively with other people from different backgrounds. Next is change culture and management system. Okay, so kailangan hindi lamang tinitrain yung tao, kailangan magkaroon ka ng magkaroon ng pagbabago talaga doon. Kunyari, yung training nga yung pagkaroon ng para maintindihan ng employees yung tinuturo kung paano maintindihan ng employees yung diversity. So dito kailangan yung manager mismo, kailangan siya yung trabaho niyang mag-reduce ng conflict between sa mga different group of employees, and syempre kung paano ina-evaluate yung performance team. Yun na yun mismo. Then next is the diversity through engagement. Okay, others wisely design their diversity efforts, elicit their employees' engagement and active participation. So dito, example nito kunyari example nito kunyari sa isang software company, okay? Then gusto nila magkaroon pa ng mga leaders na babae, yung mga roles na babae. So they created a new program, no? Then dito yung mga babae magkakaroon ng high performing na women na empleyado dun. Magkakaroon ng special training, tapos yung projects for a year, yung mga ganun. Na syempre sa pamamaraan na to, nung in-implement program na to, nakita nila yung pagbabago. Siyempre, more women have promoted to leadership positions. So dito makikita natin na pagbibigay ng opportunity do sa mga women, sa mga iba't ibang tao do sa makakatulong para makasuporta doon sa succeed na gusto nating marating. Next, implementing affirmative action program. Affirmative action means taking action to eliminate the current effects of past discriminations. So dito, tinatry nilang i-remove or na-identify nila kung ano yung obstacle na nagpapahirap sa mga group para ma-hire or ma-promote yung mga ganun. So dito, good faith effort strategy, ito yung ginagamit kadalasan ng mga HR. So this emphasizes identifying and eliminating the obstacles to hiring and promoting women and minorities and increasing the minority or female applicant flow. So ito yung pag-address do sa good faith effort. Identify the obstacle, eliminate the obstacle, and increase applicant flow. Kunyari, isang company, nag-hire sila na engineers, okay? Na-realize nila na job posting nila, hindi na-attract yung mga babae, yung mga women na engineer. So, dito, in-identify nila kung ano yung obstacle na yon. So, dito, makikita nila na parang unconscious bias yung nasa job description, di ba? So dito eliminate dahil na-identify nila, eliminate na nila. So job description, ginawa nila ito na more gender neutral and focus dun lang sa skills na kailangan. Then dito, para ma-increase yung applicant flow nila, they reach out to colleges with strong engineering programs para sa mga babae. So dito na in-advertise yung position na yon. So dito actively yung good faith effort dahil sa company na talagang actively na nire-remove yung mga barriers and para ma-attract yung mga female. So yun yung good faith effort strategy. Reverse discrimination means discriminating against non-minority applicants and employees. The bottom line seems to be that employers should emphasize external recruitment and internal development of better qualified minority while basing employment decisions on legitimate criteria. Okay, example nito yung kanina naghahanap na ma-fill yung isang management position. So, 2 candidates are highly qualified. Isang lalaking white male na with extensive experience, sa Then, isang babae na woman of color. Syempre, hindi siya kaputihan, hindi siya na may less experience but strong potential, syempre. Then, dito, dahil yung company pinopromote yung diversity do sa leadership and automatically pinili nila yung women of color dahil hindi nila in-overlook, hindi nila titig yung mismong dahil lang pinopromote na yung diversity, so pinili nila yung babaeng hindi ganun kaputian. So dito nagkakaroon ng reverse discrimination kasi makikita natin ang pasok do sa job position na hinanap nila, yung fit mismo dun, yung white male. Pero hindi na pinili dahil pinopromote nila yung diversity. So, dito nagkakaroon ng reverse discrimination. So, experiencing discrimination can be frustrating, upsetting. Steps you can take. Then, document incident. So, dito, gather any evidences. Yung mga evidence na kailangan, witness, yung mga ganon, emails, or recording ng conversation nyo. Then, report nyo yung incident, syempre. Doon sa, Human Resource Department or a supervisor or sa government agency. Then, consult with your attorney, okay? An attorney can advise you your legal rights and options na pwede mo pa i-take. Yun lang. Then, proceed tayo. Human Resource Management Strategy and Performance. Strategic management, employers can intelligently design their human resource policies and practices without understanding the role these policies and practices are to play in achieving their company's strategic goals. Dito, okay. Imagine na lang natin, yung ship which is the company, yung barko. Isa siyang barko. Imagine natin yun yung company. Then yung captain ng barkong yun yung manager. So syempre, kailangan makarating nung barko dun sa kailangan may paroroonan yung barko. Kaya gumawa ng barko kasi may pupuntahan. Then syempre, kailangan i-consider dito ng captain or ng manager kung anong destination. Syempre, first is destination. Kung saan pupunta. Kung ano yung strategic goals ng company na yon. So next, syempre yung crew. Yung crew ng ship or yung mga empleyado. So syempre, anong klaseng tao or mga empleyado yung kailangan para ma-achieve yung goal na yon. So yun yung pag-aaral natin sa chapter na to, na kung paano nila ini-implement and paano nila kine-create yung mga strategy na yon.
The management planning process. So, meron tayong 5. First, setting goals and objective. Making basic planning forecast. Reviewing alternative course of action. Evaluating which options are the best. And implementing plan. So, as you can see in our screen, management planning process involves a series of steps that managers take to establish organizational goals, develop strategies to achieve those goals, and create action plans to implement those strategies effectively. So, managers can effectively plan, execute, and evaluate organizational activities, ensuring alignment with the organization's mission and strategic direction. So, next slide is strategic planning. So, strategic planning, the company's plan for how it will match its internal strength and weaknesses with external opportunities and threats in order to maintain a competitive advantage. So, ang strategic planning, nagpo-provide siya ng structured framework for aligning organizational activities doon sa kanilang long-term vision. Minamaximize din nila yung opportunities and minimitigate nila yung mga risks to achieve sustainable success. Next slide. So, next is the strategic management process. So, there, first, we have defining the current business. So, kailangan alam natin kung ano ba yung business natin. What products do we sell? Ano ba yung, saan ba natin sila ibibenta? And how do our products or services differ from our competitors? So, next, perform external and internal audit. So, ito yung SWOT analysis and pest analysis. So, this audit may also include analyzing the pest factors. This including political factors such as government regulations and employment laws. Economic factors including yung mga unemployment and economic growth. Social factors such as yung mga changing in when it comes to demographics and health consciousness trends. And when we say technological factors, ito yung mga social media, digitalization, and self-driving mga vehicles. So, in any case, the managers aim to create a strategic plan that makes sense in terms of the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Third is formulate a new direction. So, it is a vision statement. It is a general statement of what we want to become. Next is translate by mission into strategic goals. So, the company, yung company mission statement, sinasummarize, kailangan it summarizes what the company's main tasks for the that day, for that specific day. Next is formulate strategies to achieve the strategic goals, implement strategies, and evaluate performance. So, the manager evaluation, the results of his or her planning and execution, things don't always turn out as planned. So, kailangan yung managers should periodically assess the progress of their strategic decisions. So, by following the strategic management process, the organizations can align their activities with their long-term vision and maximizes nga yung mga opportunities and mitigate the risk and achieve sustainable success. So, it provides a structured framework for systematic decision making and continuous improvement, enabling organizations to navigate complexities and uncertainties effectively.
So next is type of strategies. So corporate strategy. Corporate strategy outline a business overreaching plan regarding the range of industries or market it operates in and how its various businesses interconnected. For instance, consideration strategy focus on single product or market like WD-40 company with its spray lubricant. Diversification involves expanding into new product lines, exemplified by PepsiCo's addition of free-to-slay chips and Quaker Oats. Vertical integration sees a firm controlling aspect of its supply chain, or distribution, such as Apple opening its own stores. Conversely, a consideration strategy involves downsizing, while geographic expansion entails enter new market, often abroad. So next, competitive strategy. This passage outlines the importance of competitive strategy for businesses once a manager decides which business or to operate in. Each business needed a strategy to compete effectively. Competitive strategy involves identifying how to strengthen a business position in the marketplace based on its competitive advantage. This advantage could be tangible like Coca-Cola's secret formula, or tangible like Toyota's emphasis on human capital. Managers typically adopt one or more or three standards competitive strategies. So, cost, leadership, differentiations, or focus. Each strategy aims to achieve a competitive advantage in the market. So, sa third, functional strategy. This statement emphasizes the importance of aligning each department activities with the overreaching competitive strategy of the business. For example, if a company like P&G aims to position its Olay skincare product as a top-tier brand known for high quality, every department, including product development, production, marketing, sales, and human resources, must contribute to these goal. Activities such as creating inferior products using cheap packaging or employing sloppy sales tactics will be inconsistent with the strategy and hinder brand's success. So next is manager's roles in strategic planning. Top management and is responsible for devising the company's strategic plans, but they really put from lower level managers who have specialized knowledge about competitive pressures, industry trends, and employee capabilities. For instance, human resource manager can provide valuable insight such as competitive intelligence, employee strengths and weaknesses, and information about pending restrictions. Strategic planning involves frequent discussions between top and lower level manager to incorporate this valuable input into the final plan.
Next is the human resource metrics. So, the quantitative gauge of a human resource management activity such as employee turnover, hours of training per employee, or qualified applicants per position. So, yung metrics na to, nagpo-provide sila ng valuable insights into the various aspects of human resource management, including yung recruitment, retention, training, performance, and overall workforce productivity. So, by analyzing these metrics, organizations can make informed decisions to improve the HR strategies, enhance employee satisfaction, and contribute to organizational goals. So, example of HR metrics includes yung mga turnover rate, time to hire, training effectiveness, employee satisfactions, scores, and cost per hire. So, this metric serves as a crucial tool for HR professional to demonstrate the value of HR initiatives and identify areas for improvement. Next is benchmarking. So benchmarking, it is a method that allows companies to compare products, performance, and services to the top competitors. So, yung goal ng benchmarking is to identify areas where improvements can be made, uncover how other organizations achieve high performance, and apply these insights to enhance one's own processes, strategies, and performance. So, benchmarking can focus sa mga various aspects, including yung quality, time, cost, and customer satisfaction, and it can be used across different functions like yung mga operations, HR, and customer service. Next is strategy-based metrics. So, strategy-based metrics is specifically focused on measuring the activities that contribute to achieving a company's strategic aim. So, itong strategy-based metrics, ito yung performance indicators or measures the organizations use to assess the effectiveness of strategic initiatives and determine the process or the progress towards achieving strategic aims. And last is the HR audit. So, dito including yung mga HR policies, practices, processes, and yung mga relevant pa na metrics. So, an HR audit is an analysis of the competencies, efficiency, and effectiveness of the organization's HR functions. So, next slide is High Performance Work System or HPWS. So, High Performance Work System is a set of human resource management policies and practices that promote organizational effectiveness. So, yung High Performance Work System, ito naman yung set of strategic human resource management initiatives na help the companies decentralize decision-making to improve firm performance and profitability. So, increase productivity and performance by like recruiting, screening, and hiring more effectively, providing more better training, paying higher wages, providing safer work environment, and linking pay to performance. Next slide is employee engagement and performance. So, employee engagement refers to being psychologically involved in connected to and committed to getting one's jobs done. So, engaged employees experience high level of connectivity with their work tasks and work hard to accomplish their task-related goals. So there we have to know the employee engagement problem, what can managers do to improve employee engagement, and how to measure employee engagement. So, employee engagement is a strength of the emotional connection employees feel towards the organizations they work. So, it is about a positive attitudes and behaviors leading to improve business outcomes.
Okay, case study, McDonald's Organizational Development Summary. McDonald's is a major player in the crowded Chinese fast food market with over 4,000 locations by 2022. They achieved goal success with the strategy of adapting to local tastes, like introducing McCafés in China. This approach has made them a leader in the fast food industry worldwide. Despite its success, McDonald's faces challenges in China related to corporate culture, leadership style, and staff management. This includes issues in employee engagement such as high turnover of local talent, promotion considerations for local employees, large differences in staff salaries, and poor communication control. Additionally, the company's management style may not be ideal for the Chinese market, lacking innovation and hindering rapid growth. The fast food industry in China, particularly McDonald's, is facing growing pains despite its rapid expansion. Existing research points to an uneven development across different regions, weak management practices, and staff shortages causing high turnover. The author through further investigation, identified additional problems that need to be addressed. Background study based on the Sinicization, which is yung the Chinese McDonald's as the main research background. This focuses on the analysis of the group after entering the Chinese market and the organizational management adaptability of the problems and solutions. After systematic analysis of the business model, a development concept and business pain points carried out in the process of McDonald's Sinicization. This analyzes the difficulties and problems encountered in the process of Sinicization from many perspectives, such as corporate culture, leadership styles, and employee engagement.
So, SOP. So, merong mga iba pang mga problems and challenges na kinaharap yung McDonald's organization. Pero, there's have a core statement of the problem that are related in human resource management. And this is the employee management. So, first is high turnover of local talent. Employees can have certain nationalistic sentiments, so McDonald's often face the problem of high staff turnover due to the low loyalty of local employees. High employee turnover resignation rates are part of the loss of McDonald's, which has to invest more money in hiring and training employees. So second is a promotion. Consideration for local employees when it comes to career planning, there is the debate about whether McDonald's should promote as many local employees as possible. The local staff on development is limited by the fact that the local talent is not a foreigner nationality, so that is to reduce their own development opportunities due to various reasons such as the visa, ceasing for an exchange abroad. This can lead to lower moral and negativity and breed discontent among local employees. So third is large difference in staff salaries. So the salaries level of McDonald's general employees are generally low. The monthly salary of the highest manager in McDonald's restaurant in China is renminbi. So RMB 3,500 to 4,000, while the monthly salary of the new few other manager is RMB. So 2,500 to 3,000. Our hourly wage of part-time staff is only RMB 8. The wage level is far lower than the local living and construction level. But the time the labor invested are not lower than those another companies, which leads to the employees are more willing to seek better development opportunities, and a large number of excellent employees are lost, and these excellent employees are likely to become the future excellent technical and management talents of McDonald's after several years of training. While local employees are poorly paid, those are the company headquarters are extremely well paid, creating regional difference and negative emotion among local employees. So last is a poor communication control. So the first issue to consider when localizing talent is a barrier to cultural communication. Employees from different countries face language communication, barriers difference in personal values and habits and ways of doing things, which leads to a lack of communication between Chinese managers and those at the company's headquarters, and the ability to have better communication about the company's governance issues and some of the situation the company encounters caused by difference in understanding, which can bring huge losses to company, which may lead to significant losses from the company in terms of business strategies and management objectives. Next is what? Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So, threats standards out as one of the largest fast food chain in the world. Next is a global constitutional expansion franchise around the world, and McCafe opened by the McDonald's offers a beverage to the industry. So next is a weakness. So for the weakness issue in the corporate culture, leadership, style, and employee management, and still lacking the ability to reform and innovate. And increased employee turnover due to the low loyalty of local employees cause the company reputation harm. And last is a local staff owned development is limited, which limits their opportunity and growth. And for the opportunities, adapt to the local food culture and improve the ingredients to meet nutritional requirements and staffy the preference of the customer. Global expansion can expand its business and increase its market share. And last is a new program for supplier to stabilize supply chains. So last is threats, fulfill the cultural preference of people in different countries, and it's face first competition from local, national, and international market, and food safety ingredients and changing the external market environment.
Next is our recommendation to the 4 identified problems related to human resource management system. So first, high turnover of local talent. So we recommend promoting cultural awareness. So in order to effectively navigate and manage the diverse cultural landscapes in the workplace is to understand the different cultures you work with. So, one way to address cultural differences is to promote cultural awareness. So, by promoting this, nakaka-create tayo ng more inclusive work environment and help to better understand and appreciate each other's differences, including their values, beliefs, and communication style. Next is invest in mentorship and coaching programs. So, offering valuable mentorship and coaching initiatives that are designed to foster the professional development and growth of employees. McDonald's can commit to implement mentorship programs which involve pairing experienced leaders with the emerging leaders. So, to offer guidance and support, providing one-on-one coaching sessions to assist individuals in honing their leadership skills and successfully navigating any obstacles that may encounter along their professional journey. So, the second problem is promotion considerations for local employees. So, there we have implement fair practices. So, ensuring equal and fair treatment sa lahat ng employees mahalaga in any workplace. So, the presence of inequality and lack of diversity within the workplace can have detrimental effects on not only in individuals but also on the overall productivity and success of the organization. So, promoting equity requires an integrated approach where each individual feels valued and heard. So, the goal there is not just to treat on everyone the same, but to give everyone an equal opportunity to thrive and flourish in their professional endeavors. Next is create learning and development programs. So, mahalaga yung learning and development programs dahil meron tong big impact on boosting employee morale within the organization. So, etong McDonald's has the opportunity to establish well-defined and comprehensive protocols for learning and development, enabling na yung employees ma-explore nila yung cultivate their personal interests and passion. So, for these programs to be successful, it must ensure that the standards are clear, fair, and widely understood by the employees. So, the next problem is large differences in staff salaries. So, there we have a recommendation of creating a strong bonds. So, introducing a pay band system is highly beneficial as it promotes transparency in terms of comparing salaries. So, by utilizing a step system, employees gain a comprehensive understanding of the pay differences between similar roles. So, the utilization of salary banding can effectively highlight any instances where employees may be receiving salaries that are either below or above the standards, which may lessen the gender pay gaps. Next is conducting payroll audits for equality. So, regular payroll audits, crucial siya and should be carried out by the Human Resource Department on a consistent basis to guarantee that walang inconsistencies or walang irregularities in the distribution of salaries. So, this will serve as an analysis of the McDonald's payroll process to ensure accuracy. Payroll calculates pay rates, wages, withholding tax, and more. And it can be conducted at least once a year to guarantee that the payroll processes are in line with the latest standards and regulations. And the last problem that we have is poor communication control. So, we recommend use simpler words and learn your employee basic language. So, yung communication skills kasi mahalaga siya eh. So, in order to enhance the communication skills and foster strong relationships with your employees, it is highly recommend that meron tayong dedication or meron tayong time and effort into acquiring the basic learning and understanding of your employees' language that different from yours. So, be aware of the complexity of your words. Use more common words that convey your message more easily. And conduct an employee surveys and feedback. So, consistently collecting feedback from employees by utilizing surveys and conducting one-on-one meetings to obtain valuable insights into their needs and concerns. So, yung pag-maintain ng open and transparent communication channel and keep your employees well informed about company goals, changes, and their role in achieving these goals. Next is the conclusion. So, McDonald's organizational development introduces the organizational management adaptability of McDonald's in China, which analyzes the difficulties encountered in the process of McDonald's Sineizations and discusses the problems that can be solved in the future, specifically from the aspects of employee management. So, until now, yung 4 problems identified related to human resource management system are still faced by McDonald's organization. So, with the 4 identified problems, we recommend possible interventions or programs and conclude on how these interventions be effectively implemented. So, human resource management includes everything a company does to retain, encourage, reward, and hire employees to develop into professionals. So, by prioritizing risk management and maintaining open lines of communication, companies can greatly increase their chances of successfully implementing programs and achieving their desired outcomes. So, mahalaga na mayroon yung mga company na clearly and transparently communicate the progress of the program to all stakeholders involved. So, this level of communication speeds up a series of understanding, of a supporting, and collaboration among team members, ultimately leading to a more cohesive and efficient implementation process. So, in order to implement successful interventions and programs, the companies must have a robust risk management system in place. So, this entails identifying and assessing potential risks that may arise and devising strategies to mitigate them. So, by taking a proactive approach toward risk management, companies can effectively minimize any unforeseen challenges that may hinder the smooth execution of the program. So, as a conclusion, we support in taking a risk management system or risk management program to be successful implemented. Those recommendations that are listed. So, the closure here is the McDonald's organizational development still face the 4 problem related to human resource management system. And that's all in our presentation. Thank you for listening and God bless.